Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 11th Esports World Championship here at the VSG Arena in Seoul, South Korea. I'm Rapid. I'm here with Brian, who is helping me out, not only with my pronunciation, which does definitely need help, but also at taking a more analytical look at these games. We've seen almost every single time the player to score first carries that momentum on. Do you think that we're going to actually see turnarounds? Because a lot of these games have been either one-sided or even if they're close, the player who scores first still has that momentum on their side.
Well, I think the biggest takeaway, once again, it seems like I'm just beating the same drum, but that forcing turnovers at the center of the field, that has been the story of today entirely, whichever match it was. So whoever can enforce that, then it's likely that they're going to catch the dub.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce our next players. One familiar face, but let's see who we have playing next.
All right, first we have Joban back on the left side.
That's right. I believe they did a coin flip. He'll be away this time, if I'm not mistaken. But, of course, a kind of heartbreaking loss, unable to find a point to tie things up. And on the other side,
yeah, SEOUL FC from Poland. He's currently 2-0 right now. He just had another victory against a Tunisian representative, 1-0. So he's currently up 6 points in the current standings. He can get another one here, another 3 points in the bag. He's not entirely a lock, but he will be in a significantly advantageous position.
Yeah, Misek has a great opportunity here to go up and potentially even out of his group in first place. Let's see if he can do it, or if Joban can turn this around and make a comeback, unlike in our previous series. So I'm guessing that we're just going to see another Juventus mirror match, but let's see if maybe our Polish player wants to mix it up. Nope.
Indeed.
Back at it again with the mirror match. And the same thing I said is still true. We get a chance to see, all things being equal, who is truly the better player.
Yep, and Douglas Costa at the center. That's a quite interesting move, because usually he plays right wing for it. But it seems like Misiek, likes to have him being used as a playmaker instead.
I mean, he does have decent speed and ball control stats, but he is not a good finisher, so probably better to at least keep him there. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't actually see him play very much in our first mirror match, so this is definitely a departure, different play style, already being illustrated.
No, we haven't, because it seemed like most players resorted more to the traditional midfielders like Aaron Ramsey, or Rabiot, Blaise Matuidi, and it's quite interesting because Douglas Costa is a very speedy player. So if he has enough space to maneuver with, he can cause some havocs in the back line of the other side's defensive line.
Rabiot on Rabiot there for a second. Forward there, controlled, kicked right back out of there. Cellini going to reset.
Yeah, great denial and clear out. But once again, turn the ball over at the center field. It's never a good sign.
Yeah, rubber banding a little bit, but it doesn't appear as if neither team in a lot of threat. Dybala forward. These interceptions, like you said, even if it's only slightly off to the side of center of the pitch.
That was an unfortunate incident, though.
It really does hurt, especially if this weren't an even game at this point. That would just make it even harder to come back, but still, neither player able to really mount a solid run against the other.
Bonucci with the build-up. Douglas Costa. He's primarily working on the center of the field. Dybala has some space.
Now finally setting up for Ronaldo. Oh,
that was an offside.
Close, but that is his foot, and it's not where it's supposed to be. So a little bit far forward there and having to turn that over. That looked like it was going to be the earn, but they weren't able to convert at the last second. And now reset once again.
And also a great setup from Joban's end by placing Chiellini slightly in the front to induce that offside.
Still very fast, fancy footwork into Higuain, but It got blocked there by Cellini. Now back out again. It's like, no, all right. Do not pass go. Try again. We'll see if either team can really make a good run on it. Oh, even when he was about to steal that and make a shot, I could tell.
Yeah, also, unlike the previous game, Joban has been effective in cutting off passing lanes of SEOUL FC. So I think that's one of the good adjustments that he has made after taking that initial loss.
Ronaldo trying to brute force his way through his opponent's foot. And if these were real people, I could read into their player expressions. He was not happy about that one. That's definitely going to hurt.
Yeah.
A little bit of an altercation, of course, no ruling on it, but you could see a visibly disgruntled Ronaldo there. He did not like that one bit.
Oh, he's a competitor, you know.
Of course.
Fierce competitor.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the look of...
great body blocks coming out from Joban throughout this entire match thus far, the first 25 minutes. He's showing some much more improved defense, but he needs to clean up those kind of sloppy turnovers because those are what killed him in the previous match as well.
Ronaldo just said, hey, you like a ball? Here is one for you. And he just stripped it away. So a little bit uncharacteristic there. The turnovers towards the center field have been prevalent and impactful all day long. So, let's see if Higuain can wait for the rest of his... Okay, nope, just going to reset. Never mind. I thought they were actually going to make a drive there, but waiting for the reposition. Pass midfield up to Douglas Costa.
Yeah, both players primarily working on that center side of the pitch to make an offensive move, but you know, at some point they need to spread the defenders thinner than that right now.
He went out to Ronaldo, the recapture. It's good, maintained. Douglas Costa, though, midfield position, and he is able to leverage that quite a bit now. He's got an eye on Dybala.
Oh,
forward
great
to Ronaldo,
pass.
Beautiful shot on goal. He's gonna get it. No, it doesn't get much better than that for an opportunity.
But he didn't have much angle to work with at that position.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
nevertheless, he got a corner out, so this could be a potential opportunity.
Here we go. Dybala, the man to kick it in. And out.
Great
Off
save.
Matuidi.
Great defensive save from Joban.
That was so clutch.
Can he make a counterattack here?
Still
Ronaldo
0-0.
has a lot of unattended space.
Yeah, Ronaldo's got a lot to work with coming in from the corner, but couldn't convert there at the last second.
Both players on top of their game in regards to cutting off those passing lanes. If that pass somehow made it to Dybala, that was it.
Dybala able to maintain control. Rabia running it up. Higuain there to carry it, but still only Ronaldo forward. Not offsides, thankfully enough. But
Another crucial turnover, but reclaims possession.
yeah, Pjanic able to take that back. But man, back and forth and
Yeah,
back and
both
forth.
players.
Kick it to players on your team. Douglas Costa manages to do just that. Off to Ronaldo. Forward to Dybala. Kind of all alone up there, stripped by Pjanic.
A great sweep from Pjanic. Now Dybala working into the center. Successfully delivered to Higuain. Can Ronaldo finish it?
Catches it, blocked.
Oh, great
Szczesny
save by Szczesny.
able to defend that at the last possible second. We are, kind of nearing that halftime. This is a scoreless first half. Oh man, English is hard. It's been a long day. That we've seen so far.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great opportunity missed by Joban, though. Can he capitalize on this corner? Rabiot has possession at the center of the box.
Dybala out to Matuidi. When are they going to choose to
Pjanic.
penetrate? Pjanic is actually going to make the move. Not what he needed to make it through. I think that was a little bit of a half-hearted attempt. Even still, the reset comes through, and at the center of the game, in the middle of the match, it is still tied up 0-0.
I think it's going to boil down who's going to clean up those turnovers once again at the center side of the field. Because both players exhibited a great denial of those passing lanes, that getting the ball delivered to their opposition attackers. So if they can keep that up and reduce the number of turnovers that they make, then they can definitely secure a victory here.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for our first half. It's not over just yet. We do have one more half to play here for our third match, and we're just going to get right back into it. No chance for analysis. We are just going to get back into it, but I think your analysis is still pretty strong there.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
30 seconds in the second half, already
rough
going
one.
physical.
I mean, we're not ejecting any players just yet, but that is definitely going to hurt. Now,
Is that going to connect?
to the goal?
Oh my
No
God!
way!
Wow.
If you had asked me, is there a potential for a goal here, I definitely would not have thought. But miracles happen when you believe, and that's our first goal only moments.
Well,
in the
that's
second
why
half.
Ronaldo is one of the best in this business.
Hey, look, if you had to give it to the guy, it's him. And so you see that look on his face. He's like, well, I guess that counts. He checks the scoreboard. He's like, yep, up 1-0.
Yeah, that was a great overhead pass, and Higuain just knocked it in with his header.
Nailed it. You can see just the perfect conversion. Boop, right up and over.
With that right foot, he just got it in.
Incredibly well played. And that is going to do it for our first goal. Now, obviously, there's still plenty of time left to play. The momentum, though, solidly in Jobin's favor.
Rabia. Currently down 0-1. He needs an equalizer desperately.
Higuain's got nothing but space to work with easily. Runs it by right in again for the easy 2-0.
Yeah, the Polish player just exerting complete dominance in this early phase of second half.
Zach, he really has started to kind of gather his mentality, really kind of clear that even after just a short intermission there at halftime, he was able to kind of get his act together, comes back to easy goals.
Yeah, and then once again here, once he reclaims the possession, he gets that through pass, the lob through pass, and then it's all one-on-one with the keeper.
Runs it in, standing that far out, the punish.
Yeah, especially with great finishing from Higuain. He's not missing any one-on-ones in that kind of opportunities.
Nope, and that's going to set us up 2-0 for our Polish competitor. Now, we've seen a lot of momentum off of early goals, but even coming in late at this point, if you are a Polish competitor, you feel pretty good. Is there a chance for a turnaround? Absolutely, but Jobin really has to get it done. And then keep in mind, this is what he was unable to get done to change the course of the momentum in his previous game we just watched.
Yeah, but he's covering those passing lanes so effectively, that being Iseki.
Forward to Ronaldo, I thought, but
crucial turnover here.
yeah, Pjanic has other ideas straight through, but can't connect with the net on that one. The power behind it, undeniable, but aim just a little bit off. Let's watch this from behind. A beautiful shot, just a little bit wide.
Chiellini didn't give him enough angle to make a play on that. Yeah, it was quite unfortunate.
I mean, you got to take these shots because at this point we are starting to run a little bit low on time. I mean, we're not done by any means, but it is still a very, very rough score to come back from. Chiellini forward to Douglas Costa. Into Ronaldo, but
double team.
Yeah,
great
under
double team.
pretty heavy coverage. Doesn't make a.
But once again, you cannot have these kind of turnovers in the midfield.
Walla lofting it in there. Douglas running from center, almost gets it. Rebound. Alexandro says thanks.
The pressure hasn't stopped yet, and gets another corner. Like subs are about to come in, I believe.
Let's see who we're going to be subbing out there. I wouldn't say any players specifically underperforming, but still we have a couple of seconds to look at the determination on our competitors' faces.
Well, we can potentially see Mandzukic coming in with his super sub trade, as well as he has much better heading than Higuain does, so he can play a big role here.
Looks like Douglas Costa coming in, so now one Douglas Costa piece. And Mandzukic, exactly like you said, super subbing in.
Yeah, and Cuadrado coming in for Douglas Costa again. Both are speedsters, so he's trying to play that speed game there.
Certainly, let's see if he can win it. Still down 2-0. Our Filipino competitor trying to come back at this point. Forward to his brand new fresh Douglas Costa. In up to Ronaldo. Can't maintain control. Stripped by Cellini.
All right, there's a space on the left side.
Forward to Mandzukic. How super is this sub? Running it in. Stopped the last second into Ronaldo. He gets it.
Both subs making it. Quick 3-0.
I mean, that's just beautiful. I mean, using the mechanic exactly like it is supposed to. And already some looks of frustration on the face of our Filipino competitor.
Yeah, and just once again, just like the second goal. Great through pass, connected to one of the forwards, and then try to make a passing lane. As soon as he found it, he didn't miss it, and he just grasped the opportunity given to him. It was a great follow-up by Cuadrado due to his exceptional speed, and Mandzukic delivered it just on time.
3-0. The strongest stronger here, Jobin. Visibly frustrated, I feel, and I probably justified it that. He does not have a lot of time to make up a lot of distance. Pjanic forward, not offside. Ronaldo does have to run for a little bit, but stripped out to Szczesny, and now it's going to be reset immediately. Rabiot.
Yeah, De Cecilio trying to work that right side, but we'll see. Pjanic try to make some build-up, but I mean, he's running out of time. He needs to be much more aggressive than this right now.
Yeah, got to make a lot of progress here.
Once again, turn the ball over at the center of the field.
Yeah, this turnover is really costing him. Speaking of costing, Costa forward, Ronaldo in possession.
Great convergence. That was a stellar defense right there.
This is kind of a beautiful thing to watch. We're talking about the turnovers in the middle of the field being a little bit accidental, but once you have defense that strong, it's hard to stop it from happening on Misik's side of the pitch. Now Ronaldo forward to Dybala. Yeah, that's going to be
a bit obvious.
Pretty easy call. Yeah, he is way up there.
Entire body in front of the offside lane.
Maybe another substitution coming through. Let's see exactly what it's going to do. This is one of the most impactful uses of subs that we've seen really all tournament long. And I think Misek is just using that beautifully. Let's see if our Filipino competitor can kind of use that to his advantage now. I mean, he has theoretically the exact same options.
He just took out Dybala and inserted Ramsey.
All right.
The other side also inserted Bernardeschi. So because Dybala has some stamina issues, so it's gonna rotate out and try to use Bernardeschi to take that position or even work towards a little bit more to the right side of the pitch.
We got the fake forward to Desclio and into Ronaldo's waiting arms or legs, feet, as the case may be. Reset Alexandro on the control forward. No progress.
Great maintenance of the possession.
I mean, it's one thing to not be falling further behind, but it's another to not be pulling further ahead. 84 minutes, and we are going to see a little bit of an altercation. Let's see what it is.
Reckless challenge there. Just allows your opponent to possess the ball even longer.
Yeah, it sure does. Definitely not what he needed there. Ramsey on the kick.
Going for a shot.
A little bit of an easy catch there, but at this point, it's a battle of time. It's a matter of time. Less than 10 minutes left in regulation. Let's see if a miracle can happen here. Cellini to Pjanic.
He's just trying to kill time as much as possible.
And
yeah, he gets another turnover at the
forward
center.
To Ronaldo. Ramsey continues forward.
Cuadrado has some space.
He's got the option, but Ronaldo can't quite control it. Forward, back,
Cuadrado, and he makes fourth. Wow.
I mean, kind of adding insult to injury at that point. 90 minutes, and he does it 4 times. A weak first half, or not weak, but just uneventful. And all of a sudden, all it takes is intermission to kind of light the fireworks off here. An incredible performance here by our Polish competitor.
Yeah, so any esport title is like that, but it's not only just the mechanical game. Like, once your mentality checks out, then it's just gonna cause a dominoes effect. And initially, it looked like he tried to force feed Ronaldo, and somehow the ball just like deflected and ricocheted, and then Ronaldo was able to just get that pass to Cuadrado, and then with the non-stop shot, Cuadrado just got that in.
This is one of those shots you asked him about later on, and you asked him, how did this come about? What were your thoughts when you were going for that goal? He's like, well, just kind of it happened. Well, it just slid in. The front fell off. I don't know. Either way, Chiellini now with the opportunity to rebound, and I don't even think this is about shooting. 4 goals is plenty.
Yep, only about 2 minutes to work with.
Yeah, 2 minutes, probably not enough at this point, unless truly miracles can happen. Ronaldo with another shot, an easy defense, but not going to be enough. We are sliding into that 94-minute mark of 4-0. In the end, Poland victorious.
Pairs of goals coming from both Higuain and Cuadrado. And this just showed he completely exhibited how to use subs properly.
Incredibly.
Because, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen this kind of sub performance from the substituted players throughout the entire day. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Jobin, you did the best, but at the end kind of caught off guard. A little bit outclassed by that one very, very powerful substitution we talked about highlighting. And that'll give Poland a very crucial win. It's going to be 3 additional points, and more than likely coming out of that group in first place.
Yeah, with that 9 points, almost securing that first place spot in the group and advancing to that quarterfinals.
Yeah, the quarterfinals will be coming up a little bit tomorrow. But before then, we actually have another match coming your way. So don't go anywhere. There's more eFootball PES 2020 coming up right after this break.